Hi, I'm Emily. Welcome to another T4LT interview. Today I'm here with Nicole Forsythe from the Kirkwood Library. She's a digital services librarian, and we're going to be talking about LibGuides. So, Nicole, kind of our description of a LibGuide is that it's a customized web guide for your classes or departments with library and research resources to help students locate the information they need to successfully complete course research assignments. Is that fairly accurate?
Absolutely.
Great. So how are faculty using these LibGuides?
Well, LibGuides is a little bit of a new service for us here at Kirkwood Library Services, but so far we're using them mostly for assignments in classes. So professors who have students writing a research paper, instead of having them go out to the open web, to Google or Wikipedia, which are great tools for certain purposes, this is a great way to guide students to a good place to start their research.
Great. So how would you say a student would use a LibGuide?
LibGuides are really a great complement in Angel, so a student might access it. It might be embedded in their Angel course, but it also might be something that they just have bookmarked on their browser at home or just a link that they go to out of an email. And what they might do is look at the list of resources provided and maybe start their research, say, from the New York Times or a blog that the professor wants them to read. Maybe they use it to keep up to date on RSS feeds from some blogs from thought leaders in the fields. So really they're just using it kind of like they would be using any library website.
Great. And you already have some that are created for classes. Where can I find those?
Absolutely. So from Kirkwood Library's website, which is www.kirkwood.edu/library, in the upper left corner we have a link to LibGuides. And we have not only LibGuides for classes, but the librarians have pooled resources on topics we hear a lot about. So like citations, if you need help with APA or MLA, from that upper left corner, you can get to our LibGuide on citations. We also have one on plagiarism that some professors are using to put into their course just as a reminder for the policy that's in the handbook.
So why would I or my students need to use a LibGuide? Isn't it like doing the research for them?
It's a great question. Oftentimes professors are already giving students links to resources, so this is kind of one way to just aggregate them in one place. Students are still welcome to do research, and oftentimes on a LibGuide we have a link to, say, our scholarly databases so that students can still do research on their own. This is really just a way to make things sort of easier and aggregated in one place. So we really look at it as an efficiency, and just like using the library isn't cheating in any sense of the word. I mean, librarians are professionals trained to help you locate the best information. So we think they're really useful for faculty for efficiency, for students for efficiency. It's also just a great way to share information.
So why would a student use a LibGuide over something just like Google or Wikipedia that they're used to?
Well, one thing is, if it's embedded in Angel, it's kind of just easier. You're already in Angel doing your coursework, your assignment refers to it, so it's a really easy tool to use. Another reason is it saves time. In Google you've got ads at the top, you may have irrelevant sources, irrelevant links at the top. But this is just a really great way to get you to the best place to start. So you can really focus on, for instance, we have a poetry LibGuide up, and it'll help you find the poems that you want right away. So you're not going through sites with a lot of ads on them, trying to just find the full text of a poem.
What are some other classes that you've created LibGuides for at this point?
Yeah, we have Intro to Business and Principles of Management. We've aggregated news sources so that those students can find current business information. We have an Introduction to Poetry class. We also have a Comp 2 class, and that LibGuide focused very specifically on the economic situation in Iowa and some research students were doing on that topic.
Excellent. So if I want to get a LibGuide, how should I start?
Well, first way is to contact a librarian. If you're at the Cedar Rapids campus or any of the county centers, you can start with me, Nicole Forsythe. If you're at the Iowa City campus, Kate Hess would be a good place to start, and we'll work with you to find, what are the resources you're already using in your class or for your assignment, or even for your discipline, because we can make LibGuides for whole departments as well. And we'll work back and forth for you, do some research, help find other tools that you may not even know about that we have access to through the library.
So how will I know if my LibGuide has been successful?
We have some tools that come with the software package that tell us the number of hits that you're getting, and we can run reports. It's actually something, as an instructor, if you're interested, we can put you in the back end so you can monitor it on your own, or we're happy to run reports and send them to you.
Okay. Is there anything else that I've missed or that you'd like to add about LibGuides or a sales pitch or anything?
Yeah, they're a really great, exciting tool, a way to use the library. You know, in Angel, we've got the library tab, and that's a lot of the stuff you can get on our open website. This is a really way to bring together whatever resources you want your students to be using, just in an efficient and kind of pleasing manner to look at.
Excellent. Well, thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you, Emily.